right, shalom, shalom. We Hebrew Israelites will come out week in and week out. Prophesy the downfall of the sinful kingdom called America, all right? Coming in with a little, well, this is sit down, so like you, but first and foremost, before we get started, I want to give all praises to the Heavenly Father, His only begotten Son, and their proper true names in the Hebrew tongue. Ka, Halayu, La, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem, Ha, Rakah, Kodash, Ma'amah. All right, we want to give a double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, also to our elders as well. Down here in the Lions Den of Yasharala Camp, here at one. Salutations to all the occupying the four corners of the earth, pushing the truth to sincerity. All right, Lord, wishing this lesson is edifying. With that being said, we're going to go ahead and jump straight right into it, man.
All right, somebody get Revelation 12 and 12 real quick.
This is Revelation chapter 12, verse 12. It says, "Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he have but a short time."
All right, so you're going to have a situation where we're going to be entering into a time of Jacob's trouble. But, you know, with the persecution that Esau is going to send our way, he doesn't even know that's pouring hot coals on top of his own head. Right? So any which way that he tries to persecute the children of Israel, the apple of Yahweh Shem Shai's eye, he's digging himself deeper into a ditch. It's like how the mafia would when they're about to execute somebody, they'll make them dig their own grave. And that's what Yahweh Shem Shai is doing with this devil. So no matter how much wrath that this devil is bringing upon us, just know that's coming from Yahweh Shem Shai, and those that are of the elect shall be protected.
And also, if I may add on too, as scripture say, there's a way that seems right unto a man, but the end thereof are the ways of death, you know. So with Esau, all right, they feel like the things that they're doing is getting them somewhere. It's some type of prosperity within that, you know, within themselves, but it's not. All right, as the bishop said, man, it's digging their pit deeper and deeper. All right, you know, because ultimately they want their birthright back. So they feel like, hey, the more we can get the Israelites to go astray from the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah, that'll take them further away and bring us closer. But that's not how it works, man. That's the way that seems right unto them. But hey, in the end thereof, it's going to lead them to their demise, man, to their destruction. All right. Why? Because that's not what's pleasing to the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah. That's not what the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah delights in, man. Because to try to gain righteousness, man. So you doing deceit in order to gain righteousness, all right, which is not going to happen in itself, man.
I got a couple precepts to back you up on that. Bring out that 28 and 11 right there.
28:10.
No, it's good. Start at 11, yeah.
This is Proverbs chapter 28, verse 11. The rich man is wise in his own conceit.
Right, just like how the brother just said, there's a way that seems right unto the man, but the end thereof are the ways of death. And what else you said, brother? You said how he uses lies. How he uses lies to persecute before. I'll read that again, brother.
Proverbs 28 and 11. The rich man is wise in his own conceit, but the poor that have understanding searcheth him out.
Right. And so how are those things that Esau searched out? Through the spirit of Yahweh Shem Shai, we're able to search out these hidden things because that he tries to conceal every single time. That's why the scripture says, "Hide me from the secret counsel of the ungodly." All right. And what else you said? You said because he be lying. Right. This is Habakkuk chapter 2, verse 5. It says, "Yea, also because he transgresseth by wine, he is a proud man." Right, so he's able to put everybody in a state of confusion, right, and to make himself seem like he's a smart one. But really, if he had that much sense, he wouldn't be doing what he's doing. He's not wise enough to understand that he's digging a ditch for himself, and the Lord won't allow him to be able to understand that. All right, it says, "Yea, also because he transgresseth by wine, he is a proud man, neither keepeth at home, who enlarges his desires as hell, and is as death, and cannot be satisfied, but gathered unto him all nations, and heaped unto him all people." So the Lord made him so greedy that his greed, right, just like a glutton that's addicted to food. If they eat and eat and eat, they're going to eat until they kill themselves, until they destroy themselves. They don't have sense up to know, okay, I'm eating too much, let me settle down. Right. Just like he done built the greed up in Esau up so highly that he done became proudful in his greed. right? And it's going to lead him all the way to his demise, to his destruction. Like the brother said, there's a way that seems right unto a man, but the ender of it is the ways of death. Right? What is it? What it say? Show favor unto the wicked, and they will not learn righteousness. So the Lord set them up for this. All right? Let me get Job chapter 18, verse 5.
This is Job chapter 18, verse 5. It says, the light of the wicked shall be put out, and the spark of the fire shall not shine.
Right. They're shining right now in darkness, right? And it's not like a sense of like a light that's shining, but it's like it's an influence. It's they're shining in the darkness, have everybody, because they put their darkness for light. So in the sense of the unwise, they seem to shine. But we know that their light is full of darkness. Because why? We have the true light, which is the Yahweh Shem Yahushua. So anytime you try to cover up a light, right? If you put a candle over a bushel, that candle could burn it up. And once it burns it up, that light's still going to shine. And you're witnessing us burning through the covering of the darkness of Esau with the spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahushua.
Like scripture say, woe unto them that call good evil and evil good, you know. Because the things that they portray to be godly within this world of that we're in, all right, is not godly, it's ungodly. It goes contrary to the Lord Yahweh Shem Yahushua, man. You know, and for instance, as scripture says, man, supposing that gain is godliness, and what Esau does within this world, all right, that's their whole main motive, all right. They was given the fatness of the earth, so they make it seem as if you gain the fatness of the earth, that's what godliness is, man.
Right.
You know, but it's not, you know.
Yeah. This is Deuteronomy 32 and 29. It's like 28. For they are a nation void of counsel, neither is there any understanding in them. Oh, that they were wise, that they understood this, that they would consider their latter end.
Yeah.
And kind of bring that out because, hey, they like the brother said, it's the way it seems right into a man, but the ways that to their destruction, they ain't considering their latter end. Yeah, they pit the Yahweh Shemaiah Shai's precious jewels and slavery and bondage and all that, but they didn't consider the latter end that Yahweh Shemaiah Shai was going to redeem us and he was going to ultimately destroy them. You know what I'm saying? And bring their whole nation to an end.
Right. They're so focused on spreading darkness throughout the whole world, and then at one point they're going to realize they're in darkness. The Lord's going to give them that realization that they erred from the way of truth, right? But the Lord is holding them to that darkness and not making them aware of their deeds to bring them to destruction. That's the only reason wicked was created, for the day of evil, for the Lord to bring judgment on this earth, all right, and show the whole world what the true light is, being Yahweh Shem Yahushua. Let's go back to that Job 18 and 5.
This is Job chapter 18. It's Job chapter 18, verse 5. It says, the light of the wicked shall be put out, and the spark of his fire shall not shine.
Mm-hmm.
The light
so
shall...
America, the light of the wicked, that beacon of light is America. And that light is about to be put out, man. You had this Zaquan that did a lesson earlier today about the BRICS nation giving authority over to Vladimir Putin and Russia, man.
Yeah.
You know how big that is?
Yeah.
That's their light. That's the light of America being put out.
Mm-hmm.
That's like the Lord saying, you know. Go ahead.
Verse 6, it says, the light shall be dark in his tabernacle, and his candle shall be put out with him.
Mm-hmm.
The steps of his strength shall be straightened, and his own counsel shall cast him down.
Right. You know, so you're gonna have, you know, that's why you see all these other nations try to join the BRICS, right? and everybody's losing confidence in the United States right now. Read that part again.
The steps of his strength shall be straightened, and his own counsel shall cast him down.
Right. So then you're gonna have, what does it say in Revelation? These shall turn and hate the whore. We're witnessing this. We're witnessing the Most High putting America in a quagmire right now. They ain't gonna know. They don't know which way to turn. They're stretched thin. They gotta help Israel. They gotta help. They gotta help.
Taiwan.
Ukraine. Huh?
Taiwan.
So yeah, and they gotta help Taiwan. Right. So now they're stretched thin to the point like, who's gonna help America? Ain't nobody gonna help America. Just like God says in Jeremiah, we would have healed her, but Babylon can't be healed. Ain't no kind of ointment or balm you can put on Babylon to heal. Cause why? Because this is a place for judgment. This is an altar that the Lord's gonna make a big sacrifice on. So he's like setting Esau up for his own demise, to destroy him, man. For all the wickedness that he reaped on the earth, all the way back from the beginning, from the spiritual Cain, spirit of Cain, all the way to now. All right, keep going.
Verse 7, it says, the steps of the strength shall be straightened, and his own counsel shall cast him down. Verse 8, for he is cast into a net by his own feet, and he walketh upon a snare.
Right. Let's talk about some of them nets by his own feet. Now, somebody get Revelations 13 and 13, I think it is.
13.
Yeah.
This is Revelation chapter 13, verse 13. It says, and he doeth great wonders, so that he maketh fire come down from heaven on the earth in the sight of men.
Right, so this is one of the nets that was cast up under him. Esau introduced the world to nuclear war. And that's ultimately what's going to be used, 200 million missiles to take America down.
He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword.
Right. Somebody want to grab that Jeremiah, I opened up my armory. All right, so that's one of the snares that was laid out for him. Okay.
This is Jeremiah 50 chapter. This is Jeremiah chapter 50, verse 25. It says, start at 24. Verse 24. It says, Jeremiah 50 and 24. It says, I have laid a snare for thee, and thou art also taken, O Babylon, and thou was not aware. Thou art found and also caught, because thou hast striven against the Lord, Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. So come, man. Hey, the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahushai made a snare for Babylon, man. All right, hey, so as Esau, all right, their blessing is the sword, all right. So guess what? Hey, he that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword. So they've been going around gaining all these riches by deceit. So now the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahushai is about to transition his kingdom from one people to another, man. And you know, all right, and that people is going to be into the nation of Israel, all right. It says, and thou wast not aware, and thou found, it's like, and thou art found and also caught, because thou hast striven against the Lord. All right. Verse 25, it says, the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahushai have opened his armory and have brought forth the weapons of his indignation. For this is the work of the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, God of hosts, in the land of the Chaldeans. So come, man. Hey, the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahushai has opened the weaponry of his armory, man. All right, as the elder was going into the other day, all right. Hey, he opened it up, all right. Hey, guess what? Hey, shit, I'm gonna use the Leviathan. I can use the angels, but nah, I'm gonna use these missiles, man. As Isaiah 9:5 says, hey, every battle of the warriors with garments and with garments rolled in blood and confused noise, roughly paraphrasing. But this shall be with burning and fuel of fire, man. So that fuel of fire is going to be by way of those ICBMs, intercontinental ballistic missiles, all right? Where it's prophesied for 200 million of those bad boys to hit this place, all right? According to Revelation 9:16. So that's the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahushai opened up the weapons of his armory, all right? Giving these different nations the knowledge, wisdom, and understanding in order to build up their military arsenal. You got North Korea, all right? China, the Moab, which is the mother of all bombs, the Dongfang East Wind. Oh, is it West Wind? Yeah, West Wind. It's lucky.
Is the father of all bombs?
I think so. Yeah.
Moab.
Hey, Con. Then you got Russia, man. The Avangard, Satan 1, Satan 2, the Sarmat, the Persevat, the Kenzal. Hey, the list goes on. Yeah, Poseidon. Con, man. Hey, the list goes on, man. You know. So, Con, that's the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahushai opened up the weapons of his armory, man. Matter of fact, verse 26, it says, come against her from the uttermost border, open her storehouses, cast her up as heaps, and destroy her utterly. let nothing of her be left, and that's going to be the outcome. That's going to be the judgment of this place, man. There's going to be nothing left. All right, hell is going to be cast into this into the lake of fire. All right, hell is going to be turned into that lake of fire, man. So everything that you see around you is going to be destroyed, man. It's going to be burnt up by way of that thermonuclear fire, man.
All right, all right, read that. Let's go back to that Job 18:7 again.
This is Job chapter 18, verse 7. It says, the steps of his strength shall be straightened, and his own counsel shall cast him down.
All right, keep going.
For he is cast into a net by his own feet, and he walketh upon a snare.
All right, so now we'll talk about one of the snares, right? One of the snares is by them introducing nuclear war into the playing field. So now let's go to Revelation 13:10 real quick.
Oh,
So this is Revelation chapter 13, verse 10. It says, he that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword. Here is the patience and the faith of the saints.
So now that's what we're hoping for, right? And that's another snare that the Lord laid up under his feet that he don't even know. And he's still putting pressure on it. That's why we started it out with Revelation 12:12. And entering into the time of Jacob's trouble. All right, so now this is Baruch chapter 4, verse 15. It says, for he hath brought a nation upon them from far, a shameless nation of a strange language, who neither reverence old or pity child. So Lord, it says right here, he has brought a nation. So the Lord sent them upon us, right? But guess what? Let's skip down to verse 31. It says, miserable are they that afflicted thee, and rejoice at thy fall. Miserable are the cities which thy children serve. Miserable is she that received thy sons. For as she rejoiced at thy ruin, and was glad of thy fall, so shall she be grieved for her own desolation. Right? So the Lord, so that's another snare that the Lord laid upon the feet of Esau, man. And he started digging the hell out that ditch. Digging the hell out that pit, man. Not even considering what his latter end should be, like you brought out earlier.
I got one.
All right, go ahead.
This is Psalms chapter 50 and verse 21. These things hast thou done, and I kept silence. Thou thoughtest that I was altogether such as one as thyself, but I will reprove thee and set them in order before thine eyes. And that's, hey, Yahweh Shemel Shai. These devils think Yahweh Shemel Shai is on their side. That's why they push the envelope, doing all the things that they've done. But Yahweh Shemel Shai has brought this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding of the truth back into our remembrance to bring us to him, and then punish them for the things that they've done.
All right. Let me get Baruch chapter 4, verse 34. It says, for I will take away the rejoicing of her great multitude, and her pride shall be turned into mourning. For fire shall come upon her from the everlasting, long to endure, and she shall be inhabited of devils for a great time. O Jerusalem, look about thee toward the east, and behold that joy that cometh unto thee from Yahweh. All right? So as we know, you know what I'm saying, just like how the Lord hardened the heart of Pharaoh when he sent Moses in to free us, same thing he's going to do with Esau being the modern day Pharaoh, being lifted up by Yahweh by Shem Yahweh Shai, man. Go ahead.
This is Exodus chapter 4, verse 8. And it shall come to pass, if they will not believe thee, neither hearken to the voice of the first son, then they will believe the voice of the latter son.
Go ahead. Speak on.
Esau is oppressing us still after our oppression had a time of an end. And his wickedness is being revealed in these times. His judgment is being shown before him. In the same way Pharaoh oppressed us even harder, the closer we got to that time. Know why the scripture says he'll come down with great wrath, because he knows he has but a short time. He's not going to repent from his actions. He's going to press us further and further until the Lord, all right, come on, I'm going to go ahead and do it to you.
Yeah. Go ahead.
It's the book of Lamentations, chapter 4, and verse 21. Rejoice and be glad, O daughter of Edom, that dwellest in the land of Uz. The cup also shall pass through unto thee. Thou shalt be drunken, and shalt make thyself naked. The punishment of thy iniquity is accomplished, O daughter of Zion. He will no more carry thee away into captivity, he will visit thy iniquity, O daughter of Edom. He will discover thy sins. The scripture say, well, it says, he was drunken. You know, he made all the nations drunk, you know, with the wine of that fornication. And he, like the bishop said, he didn't think of his latter end. And now is the time for judgment to fall on the house of Edom.
Right. He said he's gonna lay this whole desolate, flatline, nothing but swamp life, lizards and stuff, things that can stand extreme heat.
Appreciate it.
Go ahead.
This is Job chapter 4, verse 8. And it says, even as I've seen they that plow iniquity and sow wickedness reap the same. By the blast of Yahweh they perish, and by the breath of his nostrils are they consumed. So come, man. Ultimately, the destruction that's going to lie for these heathens, 2,000 people, and ultimately Esau, man, they going to get destroyed for ultimately touching the apple of the Lord's eye and being the devil and the ham of the earth right now.
You know, Chris up. Go ahead.
This is Psalms chapter 10, verse 13. It says, wherefore doeth the wicked contemn Yahweh? He hath said in his heart, thou wilt not require it. So this devil has been going against Yahweh and his people, and he think that the Lord is not going to require it. The Lord is not going to look for a recompense or a payback on his actions. Continuing, verse 14, it says, thou hast seen it, for thou beholdest mischief and spite to requite it with thy hand. So the Lord sees this devil and this mischief. He has seen his spite, so the Lord is going to requite me, pay him back for his tomfoolery. He says, continuing, it says, thou hast seen it, for thou beholdest mischief and spite to requite so like it with thy hand. The poor committeth himself unto thee, thou art the helper of the fatherless. So the Lord is going to pay this devil back for all his wickedness, and he is the helper of the fatherless. The Lord is going to step in when it comes to his people, when this devil come down with great wrath.
Go ahead.
It's Obadiah chapter 1, verse 15. For the day of the Lord is near upon all the heathen. As thou hast done, it shall be done unto thee. Thy reward shall return upon thine own head. And that's why Esau is going into captivity, because he led us into captivity. That's going to return to his own head. Everything he did to our people, from the defiled bread, this, that, and the third, is going to return to him. And he's going to be eradicated after 1,000 years of hardcore bondage.
Right. And he said the time he drawn near to all the heathen, because Esau done hyped all these other nations up. Yeah, let's take them down. Y'all hit them, we'll hold them.
You get high, I get them low.
Right. Like, and they still holding on to us and got the whole world thinking that we the enemy, like we the bad ones. You know? Well, we're the salt of the earth. You know? Somebody has said, please up.
This is the book of Job, chapter 20 and verse 4, when it says, knowest thou not this of old, since man was placed upon the earth, that the triumphing of the wicked is short, and the joy of the hypocrite but for a moment. Though his excellency mount unto the heavens, his head reaching to the cloud, yet shall he perish forever like his own dung. They which have seen him shall say, where is he? So, you know, the same heathens that he hyping up, gonna, you know, even us in the kingdom, gonna say, where is he? Is this the man that made the whole earth to tremble? Basically. So though his excellency mount up, yet he gonna perish forever like his own dung. He gonna come down to the pit, like it says in the book of Isaiah, chapter 4. You know, for the sins of his youth. You know, for saying raise it even to the foundation thereof. For every captivity, how he basically take our people through it, and along with all the other heathens.
And think about how all the nations are going to feel at that time when they realize that after the 1,000 years and they get their own, they start to see Esau getting eradicated off the earth, but then they get their own form of living. Man, they're going to be so grateful that the Lord spared their life, man. They're like, they almost were led into that same trap. You know what I'm saying? That Esau was led into. But just because that was Esau's purpose, that's the reason why these other nations get a form of living, man.
Right.
Because that's how Yahweh wrote the story. But you know, but Edom was set up for future judgment. That's the whole purpose of them being on the earth.
Other than you gonna be like, I knew you guys was cool the whole time. I knew you guys.
Let's go back to that Job 18.
This is Job chapter 18, verse 8. It says, for he is cast into a net by his own feet, and he walketh upon a snare. The green shall take him by the heel.
Jinn.
Oh, sorry. Wait, Jinn?
Yeah.
Oh, and the jinn shall take him by the heel, and the robber shall prevail against him.
Alright.
The snare is laid for him in the ground, and a trap for him in the way. Terror shall make him afraid on every side, and shall drive him to his feet.
And that's another trap. Because what have they been doing throughout the whole earth? Bringing terror throughout the whole earth.
Mm-hmm.
Taking peace away from the earth. Because that was he was set up to do.
Right.
Somebody get Revelation 6 and 4.
Hey, Con, and if I may add on, what's that precept, that the one that you were just reading? He walked, he set a trap, he walked into it with his own feet, basically working paraphrasing.
Well, Job chapter 8 and verse 9. The jinn shall take him by the heel, and the robber shall no.
Said 6 and 4.
Hey, but Con though, man, just with that precept in itself, man, hey, the things that they doing is leading them to their own demise. And when I heard that,
Yeah.
Con, you bring that
Job 18 verse 8, he says, "For he is cast into a net by his own feet, and he walketh upon a snare."
Con, man, he got a motive that he trying to get to, but not knowing that he trying to set this trap up, hey, is really setting it up for himself, man. And what's the cartoon with the Road Runner and the Coyote? Hey, Con, man, hey, Esau's the Coyote, man. Hey, Jake is the Road Runner, man. Hey, you almost had it, but you got to be quicker than that, man. Hey, you know, hey, why? Because the Lord Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai guided us, man. He's guiding us, all right? So ultimately, the things that you're doing is setting you up for a trap. All right, you're setting up that mirage. All right, you're drawing the painting on the rock. All right, thinking this, letting us lead us to think that it's a tunnel when it's really not. So if you run into it, it's a trap, man. Hey, you're running into that, man. You're running into that wall, you know. All right.
Hey, so a jinn is a bird trap, right? And a robber is the rope with the noose that when you walk through it, it snatch you up like that.
Yeah, okay. I thought you meant like a robber, like a.
No, it says a snare trap or a noose.
Mm.
Figuratively, destruction.
Point blank period.
Point blank period, man. The Lord is setting them up for destruction because that's all they do. So is destroy everything. That's all they do. Somebody got that Revelation 6 and 4.
This is Revelation chapter 6, verse 4. It says, "And there went out another horse that was red, and power was given to him that sat thereon to take peace from the earth."
So the only thing he brings to the earth is troublesome times, man. He just brings hell on the earth. Keep going.
It says, "And that they should kill one another, and there was given unto him a great sword."
That sword is the instrument of destruction, man. All right, and that's what they've been ruling with since the time they jumped out them caves. What was it? The Nabateans ran them out of Petra. So now, what has he been doing? Being a vagabond, a fugitive all over the earth, is bringing hell everywhere he goes. You know, what is that? Verse 8, Revelation. I think it's the pale horse.
This is the book of Revelation, chapter 6 and verse 8. "And I looked and beheld a pale horse, and his name that sat on him was Death. And hell followed with him, and power was given him, and power was given unto them over the fourth part of the earth, to kill with the sword, and with hunger, and with death, and with the beasts of the earth."
Right. And those are the plagues that's coming out on the earth. And who's bringing these plagues, man? Man, Esau bringing these missiles, bringing this martial law. You know what I'm saying? Forcing food shortage to bring forth famines. You know? So the Lord is bringing judgment on the earth, and he's using mainly Esau to do so. That's why Esau, he created the smith to blow up the coals in the fire. He put it in the minds of those Temanites. Those Temanites to create these nuclear weapons, ultimately for them to destroy themselves, man.
And as soon as they created the testament, they were like, "I have become death."
What did he say? You become the destroyer of worlds or something like that?
Destroyer of worlds.
The harbinger of death, something like that.
Harbinger of death, destroyer of worlds.
And so, and that's man, that just shows how Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai is in total control of this whole thing, man. Yeah.
It's Exodus chapter 9, verse 16. "And in very deed, for this cause I have raised thee up, for to show in thee my power, and that my name may be declared throughout all the earth." That's the whole reason Yahweh Shai brought Esau up so he could take him down and show that's what they were saying about Esau. Who could take him down? Who could make war with Esau and the beast that he created? Yahweh Shai. That's the whole reason he gave him this power, so he can show what he can do. And his name to be exalted throughout the earth.
Right. So, but in that scripture where it said, "Who can make war with the beast?" Who can make war with NATO? They just made him the president of the BRICS, Russia. So now see how that is. Now you got Esau going against Esau. The top notches of Esau going against each other, and Yahweh Shai is going to show up in the midst of that.
If I'm not mistaken, every world war that's happened, it was Esau fighting himself.
Yeah.
But they don't call it white on white crime.
Red on red.
Red on red.
Right.
Right. All right. Keep going in that Job.
It's a Job chapter 18, verse 12. This last verse that you needed. His strength shall be hunger bitten, and destruction shall be ready at his side.
Matter of fact, don't stop there.
Okay.
Please don't stop there. Because his strength shall be hunger bitten. Right? Keep going.
Verse 13. It shall devour the strength of his skin. Even the firstborn of death shall devour his strength.
Keep going.
Verse 14, his confidence shall be rooted out of his tabernacle, and it shall bring him to the king of terrors.
Bring him to the king of terrors, man. So now he was so confident in how he was taking over the earth, like how Alexander was confident, that he got sick and died. You know what I'm saying? How Antiochus IV was greedy, then the Lord made him sick. Lord threw him off a horse. He broke everything in his body. You know? And who else was that? Was that him that, like, ain't nobody want to stand next to him because he was so stank?
Oh, who was that? Who was that?
Job.
Huh?
Was that Job said he didn't want him to sit with the dogs in his flock?
No, it was a Roman commander, and he was like,
I think it might have been Antiochus.
Yeah,
I'm not sure.
he started rotting from the inside out.
Oh,
Yeah. None of his soldiers wanted to come in. He was thinking, he was like, you know what? Israelites are pretty good people.
Yeah. So, like, the Lord is, like, putting it in the mindset of this devil to be a devil. He created the perfect devil in Esau, and he's gonna show forth his perfection by destroying him.
As a body, as a whole, as far as Esau, like, hey, they destroying themselves, man. You know, a kingdom divided against itself cannot stand, man. So as a kingdom, all right, as a people, as a nation, y'all can't control y'all kingdom as a whole. So therefore, y'all can't keep it, man. So it has to be transition from y'all from the wicked to the righteous, man. You know,
Right, and they talk about us being divided, but Esau divided as hell too.
by greed, man. And that's the crazy thing about it.
Right, because you think about it, before they came over here, you had the English against the British.
France.
Yeah, French against
Right.
the British.
So then you had them fleeing over here. Then you had once they got here, you had the Union against the Confederacy, and then they called it United States of America. Well, how united is it? You still got the Democrats and Republicans. So there's never been no unity in this place. It's all been a deception. It's all about divide and conquer, create confusion. All right, that makes the mind of the people simple. So then they don't follow anything that you force them to do in fear, because of lack of understanding, being in the dark. So when you have everybody in the dark and you're the only one that can really see in the dark, you can confuse them. So you can tell somebody they anywhere, and they'll believe it. Because why? They're trusting in the system that was set up by Esau, right? And that's going to turn the whole world against him. That's when he starts the downfall. That's why they're going to say, is this the man that had the whole earth to tremble? They're going to be in an astonishment like, this? Really? This idiot?
He's sobering up.
Huh? Yeah.
He's sobering up.
Yeah, they're going to start sobering up. These nations going to start sobering up in a minute. All right. Isaiah 14:9.
You know what that joke, right?
There was some more on that.
Nah, you can, but if you want,
We'll bring it up.
I'll just say it. Job chapter 15, it says,
18.
oh, it's like it. chapter 18, verse 15, it shall dwell in its tabernacles because it is none of his.
Mm-hmm.
Brimstone shall be scattered upon his habitation. His root shall be dried up beneath, and above shall his branch be cut off.
Ain't nothing gonna be left for Esau, man.
Oh,
Not
yeah.
nothing.
Or even a body.
Can't come back and rebuild his
Not a
nation.
nephew, not a son.
Not nothing.
Can't sit here.
Go ahead.
This is Psalms chapter 9, verse 17. It says, the wicked shall be turned into hell, and all the nations that forget Yahweh. I just plainly stated the wicked are going to be turned into hell. We know what hell means. You know, if you want to go into the definition of the word, we know what it means. So, but they say the wicked are going to be turned into that. The Lord is going to go ahead on and reset Esau, except for this time when the new game starts, he ain't going to be a playable character.
We need to want to play
And any nation that forget the Heavenly Father, and the Lord going to get his recognition.
Right. So the wicked shall be turned into hell. So all this, what did we just read, man? He is as hell and death follows. Somebody get Habakkuk chapter 2 and 4.
You still want that Isaiah 14:9?
Ain't no second. Is it 2 and 4? I think.
Behold, his soul was lifted up.
Yeah,
and not upright. Habakkuk chapter 2, verse 4. Behold, his soul which is lifted up in him is not upright in him, but the just shall live by faith. Yea, also, because he transgressed by wine, he is a proud man. He who keepeth at home, who enlarges his desire as hell, and is as death, and cannot be satisfied, but gathered to him all nations, and heapeth to him all people.
So the brother just read, the wicked shall be turned into hell, right? All right? Right? And he enlarges desires as hell and is as death. Right? So now that's another trap set up for him. Somebody get Isaiah chapter 14, verse 9.
This is Isaiah
Because he
chapter
heaped
14.
up to him all nations, right? And he enlarged his desires as hell. So guess what? All that hell that he created while he felt like his habitation was on high. Go ahead. What about Sean?
This is Isaiah chapter 14, verse 9. Hell from beneath is moved for thee to meet thee at thy coming. It stirreth up the dead for thee, even all the chief ones of the earth. It hath raised up from their thorns, all the king thrones, from their thrones, all the kings of the nations.
So all that hell that and death that they gonna be turned into that. That's gonna be come on them, and ultimately that's gonna lead up to the missiles, man. They're gonna be turned to death, hell, and the lake of fire. All that.
Gun ain't no fun when the rabbit got the gun, man. For instance, all right, you got Iran, all right, saying that they're a nuclear power now, you know. All right, they just had a commercial where there was showcasing for their military arsenal, if you will. I wouldn't say they were ICBMs, but their military arsenal. You know, I can't call it if it was ICBMs or not, but they were displaying them.
Armored personnel carriers, APCs, and also the ones that can launch those big, heavy 2-3 ton missiles, ballistic. I forget what it's called, but yeah, but APCs and some other stuff that had the, you know, what I'm saying, we'll say short range ballistic missiles on them.
So yeah, these nations are gearing up against America. Allegedly, there have been seen North Korean troops in Ukraine fighting with Russia.
It's
10 of them died.
14,000 over there. Or was it 14,000 or 140,000? One of them.
Wouldn't be surprised if it was 144,000. Yeah, so the Lord is like, listen. Esau likes to play poker, right? But the Lord is playing chess. Matter of fact, he got two. He's playing chaturanga with these nations. He's playing, ain't now one of these nations sitting down at this table playing that he's using. He's making all the moves with these different nations. Ain't now one of them gonna win. Ain't now one of them gonna win. And that's the type of game the Lord playing. They can't even see it, man. Anybody in their right mind would understand that, you know, with all this destruction that I'm bringing on the earth, at some point it's going to come back down upon them. They're not able to understand that.
In the spirit of who shall bring me down.
Go ahead.
This is like at Psalms chapter 9, verse 15. It says, the heathen are sunk down in the pit that they made, and the net which they hid is their own foot taken. So the heathen are sunk down in the pit which they made. Esau and these other nations, because they his constituents, but they're sunk down in the pit that they made. They've fallen into the same trap, the same net that they've laid for the children of Israel. Esau in particular, his own foot is taken in that same trap. Just like the brother Arakar said with Wile E. Coyote and the Road Runner. Every time he would set up a trap for the Road Runner, it would backfire on him. He would paint the little thing, and the Road Runner right on through it. He'd be like, he'd try to run through it and smack up against the wall. You know, and then then they showed an episode where the Road Runner was the one selling Wile E. Coyote all the stuff. That's why it kept backfiring. I.e., the Heavenly Father's the one giving Esau all this stuff, and guess what? It's gonna backfire.
That's funny.
I did not realize that he was
That's
getting
funny,
shit from the
yeah.
damn road running, bro.
I was thinking another thing about the Road Runner, but I wasn't gonna bring it up. But since it came back around, I will. Spiritually, I was like, when he painted the wall and Road Runner would go through the rock, but the coyote couldn't. You know what I'm saying? Or the animal wouldn't fall on him. And that's the Yahweh side preserving his elect. You know what I'm saying? That's how I was thinking. You know what I mean? Spiritually. So I just want to bring it up. I just want to say that.
Because from the looks of it, it looks like we're the one that's going to be destroyed, consumed by the Lord, right? But he said, the righteous shall be a ransom. No, the wicked shall be a ransom for the righteous, man. You know, so he's setting us up for the trap, setting us up for the okie doke. Really, that animal gonna fall right up on his head, man. All right, Isaiah 14:9. Well, we already brought that up.
Come on. You want me to bring out some more?
No. No, you don't have to. Go ahead, bro.
It's the book of Job, chapter 20, and verse 19. It says, because he have oppressed and hath forsaken the poor, because he hath violently taken away an house which he builded not. Surely he shall not feel quietness in his belly. He shall not savour that which he desired. It says, verse 21, there shall none of his meat be left. Therefore shall no man look for his good. In the fullness of his sufficiency, he shall be in straits. Every hand of the wicked shall come upon him. When it says, when he is about to fill his belly, Yahweh shall cast the fury of his wrath upon him, and he shall rain it upon him while he is eating. So come, man. It says that his goods, he basically ain't gonna be able to save none of that. In the fullness of his sufficiency, he's gonna be in straits. Because scriptures say that every hand of the wicked is gonna come upon him. The Lord is basically, setting up all these nations to come upon him and rain down ICBMs on him as he is eating, as he desires to fill his belly with that system that he's trying to come out with.
And ultimately, that system is going to be his downfall, man. Because the Lord's coming to destroy this system. All right. Somebody get Psalms 124 and 7.
I got a quick one.
Go ahead.
This is Acts chapter 12, verse 21. It says, and upon a set day, Herod, arrayed in royal apparel, sat upon his throne and made an oration unto the people. And the people gave a shout, saying, it is the voice of a God and not of a man. And immediately the angel of the Lord, Yahweh, smote him, because he gave not Yahweh the glory, and he was eaten of worms and gave up the ghost. But the word of Yahweh grew and multiplied. And right now, America, Esau is in that same spirit of Herod, arraying themselves in royal apparel, sitting upon their throne, proclaiming themselves as God down here. But ultimately, Yahweh Shai is going to come down with the hosts of heaven, and he's going to give up the ghost to be eaten of worms.
Yeah. Ultimately, this place is going to be eaten up with worms, man. Matter of fact, go back to that Isaiah 14.
Isaiah chapter 14, verse 9.
Yeah, start at 9. I think it's.
This is Isaiah 14 and 9. It says, hell from beneath is moved for thee to meet thee at thy coming. It stirreth up the dead for thee, even all the chief ones of the earth. It hath raised up from their thrones all the kings of the nations. All they that speak and say unto thee, art thou also become weak as we? Art thou become like unto us? Thy pomp is brought down to the grave, and thy noise of thy vows, the worm is spread under thee, and the worms cover thee.
Right, so the Lord is devouring this place inside out, man. The Lord is bringing this place down low. That's why it says, come sit down in the dust, O virgin daughter of Babylon. There's no son no longer be called tender and delicate. Right, the Lord is putting this place to death, man. Rising up all these other nations. It says stirred up the dead. It's talking about these other nations. Stirring up these other nations to come against Babylon. All right, all the puffing and hissing that they've been doing and hell that they're bringing on all of the earth. Now they finna fall off that high horse, right, and fall into the midst of all the chaos they've been bringing on the earth after all these years, and catch it all in an instant. All right, did we bring that Psalms 124 and 7? Okay.
This is Psalms 124 and verse 7. Our soul is escaped as a bird out of the snare of the fowlers. The snare is broken and we are escaped. Our hope is in the name of the Lord Yahweh, who made heaven and earth.
Right. So how we escape. All right. Through the spirit of Yahweh, because we're gathered through the spirit of Yahweh by Shem Shai, so we're able to escape the traps. As a matter of fact, I should have brought this up first. Somebody get Ephesians 6:11. You have something you want to say? Ephesians 6:11 to 13.
This is Ephesians, chapter 6, verse 11. Put on the whole armor of Yahweh, that ye may be able to stand against the wiles of the devil.
And the wiles mean the trickery, man. The traps that they setting up. That's how we escape from the snare. All right, we escape through putting on the whole armor, man. Go ahead.
For we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers, against the rulers of darkness of this world, against spiritual wickedness in high places.
So that's what we're wrestling against, right? But even us wrestling against them, they don't even know that they're being brought down to their own demise, through their own demise, man. Like they said, the deceived and the deceiver are his. So the Lord is deceiving the minds so Esau can go out and deceive the people. That's in Revelation chapter 20. That's how he let him out for a little season to go deceive the nation, to bring Gog and Magog to come against them and destroy them. That's the whole purpose of Esau being put on this earth. Go ahead.
Ephesians 6 and 13. Wherefore take unto you the whole armor of Yahweh, that ye may be able to withstand in the evil day. And having done all to stand, stand therefore, having your loins girt about with truth, and having on the breastplate of righteousness. And your feet shod with the preparations of the gospel of peace. All above all, taking the shield of faith, wherewith ye shall be able to quench all the fiery darts of the wicked.
Right. So that's the only way we can escape. All right, what Esau's trying to bring is through the armor of Yahweh Shem Shai, through the covering of Yahweh Shem Shai. Go ahead.
And take the helmet of salvation and the sword of the Spirit, which is the word of Yahweh, praying always with all prayer and supplication in the Spirit, and watching thereunto with all perseverance and supplication for all saints, and for me, the utterance.
That was it.
Okay. I was getting it. That's feeling good.
Right, so that's how we get prepared. That's why it says accompany one another with these words, because Esau bringing some pressure, man. It was a reason why 2/3 wanted to go back to Egypt in the wilderness. You know what I'm saying? Esau bringing pressure, but it's gonna take a certain level individual, right, to be able to endure it all the way to the end. Because this ain't no light thing that the devil bringing down.
This is 1 Peter chapter 1, verse 13. It says, wherefore gird up the loins of your mind, be sober, and hope to the end for the grace that is to be brought unto you at the revelation of Yahweh Shai Mashiach. And so I just brought this out just to go off the Ephesians chapter 6, verse 13, girding up the loins of your mind, being sober, making sure we're not clinging on to any false doctrines or false philosophies out in this world. Making sure that we're doing all we can to keep our mind and our eyes open to everything out here.
Precept. This is the song of the three holy children. I'm gonna start at verse 17. It says, "And now we follow thee with all of our heart. We fear thee and seek thy face. Put us not to shame, but deal with us after thy loving kindness, and according to the multitude of thy mercies. Deliver us also according to thy marvelous works, and give glory to thy name, O Lord, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, and let all them that do thy servants hurt be ashamed, and let them be confounded in all their power and might, and let their strength be broken, and let them know that thou art the Lord, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, the only God and glorious over the whole world." So, Khan, man, hey, even though Esau's coming down with that great wrath, it's talked about in Revelation 12 and 12, we need to be in that same spirit as Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, and Ananiah, Azariah, and Mishael, man. Even though being presented with death, we're going to stand firmly for the Lord, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, man. We're not going to steer away from our path, man. We're going to continue down that righteous path for the Lord, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, man. So therefore, with that being said, they put on the whole armor of the Lord, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, and they was able to withstand the wiles of the devil, man, of that time being Nebuchadnezzar, man. So, you know, with them being put in the furnace physically, all right, we're being presented with that furnace spiritually, figuratively, if you will, all right. But that furnace is going to come physically too as well, man. All right, in that day of wrath, that wrath of the Lord, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, when those 200 million nuclear warheads come over here to burn this place up, man. So therefore, we need to be in that same mindset, you know, putting on the same armor of the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua as did our ancestors, man, as the ones before us, you know, the prophets before us, all right. As Scripture tell us to look at the generations of old, you know.
It's Romans chapter 15, verse 4. For whatsoever things were written aforetime were written for our learning, that we through patience and comfort of scriptures might have hope. The Lord gave us all these stories so we have hope in Him, so we know to trust in Him. He'll deliver us and keep us safe, protect, sustained through whatever it is that we're being afflicted by, whether it be our day-to-day struggles or ultimately Jacob's trouble, to obtain that salvation that we're working to receive.
This is just the back of the precept that the brother Arakar brought out. I got two of them. This is Psalms 35 and 4. It says, "Let them be confounded and put to shame that seek after my soul." And of course, you know, this devil, he seeks after our soul. So David, you know, this is a Psalm of David's, but we can apply this to ourselves, and this is what's going to happen to this devil. We can pray this. You know, so it says, "Let them be confounded and put to shame that seek after my soul. Let them be turned back and brought to confusion that devise my hurt." So basically, the thing that this devil is with devising or trying to come up, he's going to be confounded and put to shame. Because why? Because he's seeking after our hurt. You know, and guess what? It says, "Let them be turned back and brought to confusion." So these same things that he devised, he himself is going to fall victim to. Because why? Because he's devising our hurt. Verse 26. Again, "Let them be ashamed and brought to confusion together that rejoice at mine hurt." So again, this devil is going to have plenty shame and confusion because he rejoices at our hurt. Our people are in a downtrodden state, and this devil is happy about that. He rejoiced at it. He rejoiced at our hurt. It says, "Let them be clothed with shame and dishonor that magnify themselves against me." So this devil is clothed and going to be further clothed with shame and dishonor. Why? Because he's magnified himself against the Lord's people, the Lord's children. So there is no way or any solution and or outcome where this devil triumphs. Like the brother Barak brought out in Job chapter 20, the triumph of the wicked is you know, roughly paraphrasing, it's only short. It's short. It's not gonna last. It's not something that's gonna be established forever.
What you just said, the wicked being clothed with shame and dishonor, that's gonna happen back to back because Esau's once the money fails, that's gonna be a shame of that's gonna be a cloak a covering of shame. Then once the system fails, once the military fails, and then more and more stuff about this place continues to fail, there's going to be more and more shame added upon people that trust and rely in this place until ultimately the missiles come.
This is Malachi chapter 1 and verse 4. Whereas Edom saith, we are impoverished, but we will return and build the desolate places. Thus saith the Lord of hosts, they shall build, but I will throw down, and they shall call them the border of wickedness, and the people against whom the Lord hath indignation forever. And this is the last kingdom that the Lord is going to tear down. Esau done tried and tried and tried again to rebuild Edom through Rome and all these other nations, and here in America today. But the Lord still feels some type of way about him, and especially what he's doing to the apple of his eye in this place. And he's definitely going to throw this place. He's going to turn this place into a lick of fire.
And that been rebuilt Edom. That was in the mindset of, I think, Herod the Great. He was trying to rebuild Edom. He used to go back around there. I think that's when he built the tower in Antonia. That's what they bang their head on right now, thinking that's the Temple of David. I'm talking about. Proverbs. Did we get Proverbs 12 and 26?
Says 12 and 26.
Mm-hmm.
This is Proverbs chapter 12, verse 26. Wait, what? I was like it. This is Proverbs chapter 12, verse 26. It says, the righteous is more excellent than his neighbor, but the way of the wicked seduceth them.
Right, and that we should have been read that, because that's why he said, yea, though he transgressed by wine, he is a proud man. So, we more excellent than them, but them seducing us in the wickedness, 2/3 of our people are trapped for him. 2/3 of our people are trapped for this devil. That was good. Proverbs 20 and 25.
Say again?
That was it on that?
Oh, come on.
Yeah, Proverbs 20 and 25.
This is Proverbs chapter 20, verse 25. It says, it is a snare to the man who devoureth that which is holy, and after vows to make inquiry.
Read that again.
Talking about it,
It says, it is a snare to the man who devoureth that which is holy, and after vows to make inquiry.
All right, so it is a snare to the man who devoureth the holy, man.
Not only has Esau and these other wicked nations have devoured the jewel of the jewel of the Lord's eye, Israel.
Mm-hmm.
They've all had a hand at devouring our people, at devouring our nation. So there are going to be judged for it.
Right, there's consequences of doing that. That's why the Lord set them up to do that. All right, some more precepts. All right, go ahead.
This is Psalms 37, verse 14. Verse 13. The Lord Yahweh shall laugh at him, for he seeth that his day is coming. The Lord is going to laugh at the devil because he sees his day coming, his day of what? Day of reckoning. God. Verse 14. It says, the wicked have drawn out the sword and have bent their bow to cast down the poor and needy, to slay such as be of upright conversation. So this devil has drawn out his sword. He's going to come against the children of Israel. And within the children of Israel, the upright, the righteous, the ones that turn back to Yahweh Bashim Shai. He's bent his bow, so he's readying himself to try and destroy the children of Israel. Verse 15. Oh, and those who speak the truth.
Mm-hmm.
Verse 15, it says, their sword shall enter into their own heart, and their bowels shall be broken. So that same sword that he was given to take peace from the earth, it's that same sword that's going to fall, that he's going to fall upon and kill himself with.
Come on, precept.
Come on.
Hey, you can bring out that verse 14 again, Bubba.
Come on. This is Psalms 37 and 14. It says, the wicked have drawn out the sword, and have bent their bow to cast down the poor and needy, and to slay such as be of upright conversation.
Come on, and what's the title of the lesson again, Bubba?
He that diggeth a
He
pit.
that diggeth a pit.
Yeah, he that diggeth a pit shall fall therein, man. So, Akon, what's on their mind, they're gonna get put on their ass. So, all right, as the brother just read, all right, you can read that one more time, Bubba.
Psalms 37 and 14. It says, the wicked have drawn out the sword.
So, come, man, Esau drawn out the sword. They coming down with different ways they get up every morning, every night, think about it day in and day out, or what they can do to persecute and oppress us, man. You know, they're pulling out the sword, all right? So that's why the Lord Yahweh Bashim Yahweh opened up the weaponry of his army, and he chose the way of their destruction, okay? All right, why? Because ultimately, that's what they're trying to do, to ultimately figure out a way to try to eradicate us, man, which is not going to happen, all right? But at the end of it all right, the end all say all, they're going to be eradicated after 1,000 years of hardcore slavery, okay?
It says the wicked have drawn out the sword and have bent their bow to cast down the poor and needy.
So come, man. Hey, they bent the bow to cast down the poor and needy, man. All right. Hey, who is that poor and needy? The so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. But ultimately, we're not poor. All right. Why? Because we have the knowledge, wisdom, and understanding of the Lord Yahweh Bashim Yahweh, these scriptures, man. You know, hey, so the Lord Yahweh Bashim Yahweh says he knows our poverty, but we are rich, man. So, hey, by Esau doing that, they been in the boat getting ready to cast down the poor, all right? Hey, the Lord Yahweh Bashim Yahweh is playing the Uno reverse. Because guess what? That new poor is going to be Esau, man. All right, as you can see, America's becoming that third world country that's standing around in the Gucci belt, all right? They just still got to put on the facade as if they're on the top of echelon of things, all right? You know? So ultimately, the Lord Yahweh Bashim Yahweh is getting these other countries, all right, these other nations, all right, to surround this place, all right, all ye round about, to get ready to bend the bow to shoot at this place, man. All right, and this is the precept of Jeremiah chapter 50, verse 14. It says, put yourselves in array against Babylon round about, all ye that bend the bow. Shoot at her, spare no arrows, for she hath sinned against the Lord Yahweh Bashim Yahweh. Shout against her round about. Her foundations are fallen, her walls are thrown down, for it is the vengeance of the Lord Yahweh Bashim Yahweh. Take vengeance upon her as she have done, do unto her, man. So come on, man. The things that Esau have done, America has done, all right, ultimately to us and also to these other nations, all right, hey, the same thing's going to be brought back into her, man. You know, so what they had on their mind is going to get put on their ass, man. You know?
That's funny to bring up Uno. Like, Esau gonna be on Uno with the last card, and you have like one card that says switch hands.
Hey,
Thought you won.
That's the worst Uno.
That is the worst one
one
for
card,
real.
and the Lord be like, skip, draw four, color blue, reverse.
With the whole combo.
You know what I'm saying?
And then be out of here.
For real.
Yep.
Uno out.
This is verse 17 of Psalms 37. It says, "For the arms of the wicked shall be broken, but the Lord Yahweh upholdeth the upright." So the arms of the wicked are going to be broken, but the Lord is going to uphold the upright. Verse 20. "But the wicked shall perish, and the enemies of the Lord Yahweh shall be as the fat of lambs. They shall consume into smoke, shall they consume away." So the wicked is going to perish. And the enemies of the Lord Yahweh, they're going to be as the fat of lambs, like a sacrifice, And it says they're going to consume into smoke, they're going to burn them up. And they're going to consume away. I mean, consume, just be turned into nothing.
It's the book of Job, chapter 20 and verse 24. It says, "He shall flee from the iron weapon, and the bow of steel shall strike him through. It is drawn and cometh out of the body, the glistening sword cometh out of his gall, terrors are upon him." So come on, man, that's basically those missiles coming out of those missile silos, coming to burn this place up, and basically coming to hit their marks, basically. It says, verse 26, "All darkness shall be hid in his secret places, a fire not blown shall consume him, it shall go ill with him that is left in his tabernacle." So come on, everybody that's left here in this place, they basically gonna get them alerts. ICBM 15 minutes out, 30 minutes out.
Breaking news.
On their phones and shit.
Right. You know that nuclear siren warning call? Man, listen, so I think it was in either Miami or St. Pete. I don't remember where it was, but it was a guy that had a speaker on the back of his truck. And he was riding around the city blasting out loud. They took him to jail.
That sounds like a federal
Well,
offense.
he scared the shit out of everybody in the whole city, man. Listen. Man, I know they wanted to put him under the jail for that joke, man. He thought it was the funniest thing in the world. But the Lord is gonna have the proud of so much terror.
Right.
When that time come, man, it's just gonna, and they gonna be looking at us like we crazy because we ain't running around like they run around.
We're gonna be laughing like your boy.
Hey, come. That's why knowledge and wisdom shall be the stability of our time, man.
Mm-hmm.
And we're gonna be anchored in within the midst of the chaos. All right, 2/3 in these evenings. All right. Shit. Hey, what happens when you're not anchored in? All right. When that storm comes, then waves go. Shit. What is it called? Capsize the ship, man.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, flip the ship. You're not gonna be stable within that time, man. You need something to have you weighted and anchored down, man. And that's this knowledge, wisdom, and understanding of the Lord, Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua, man. So if you don't have hold of this within these times that's to come, hey, shit, you're going to be a boat within the storm, man.
With no anchor.
God, no
Don't
way.
let that Eurocliding figuratively get on you.
God.
For real. Any more precepts?
I got one.
All right, go ahead.
Going back to the snares, this is Proverbs chapter 14, verse 27. The fear of the Lord is a fountain of life, to depart from the snares of death. And because Esau doesn't have the fear of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, and he pretty much trusts in his own heart, he's not privy to the snares of death that he set for himself, that have been set for him by his own hand. All right, and the fear of the Lord, Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, being a fountain of life, is a beautiful thing for those that who truly believe in him. So like it.
This is Psalms 34 and 21. It says, evil shall slay the wicked, and they that hate the righteous shall be desolate. So evil is going to slay the wicked. And because the evil hate the righteous, they're going to be desolate. This devil don't like the fact that we speak about the truth and we bring the truth out. That's why he got all kind of magical guidelines all of a sudden. All of a sudden, he moving the goalposts. He changing the rules up. And that's what Edomites do. Just growing up, playing with Edomites, like, playing with them, they start losing and stuff. They want to try to change the rules midways through. It's like, nah, you can't change the rules. Everybody got to play by them. Then guess what? They get mad and want to go home and don't want to come outside no more. Same thing with Esau. As soon as things he start losing. Oh, he got to move the goalpost. He want to change it. Well, guess what? That's what's gonna get him jacked up.
Or he want to take his ball and go home.
Right.
Yeah, nobody play, but the Lord gonna smash him like cookies.
And you had Proverbs 28 and 10.
Yeah, that's what we started out.
Oh, okay. All right.
That's more precept. We can end it with that.
This is Proverbs chapter 16 and verse 4. The Lord hath made all things for himself. Yea, even the wicked for the day of evil. Everyone that is proud in heart is an abomination to the Lord. Though hand join in hand, he shall not be unpunished. So Esau basically like a lamb getting fattened up for the day of slaughter. The Lord want him to be proud, wicked, this, that, and the third. So when he come put his sword through him, he fat, juicy, gushing, now he want to afflict him or put him out of misery and all these things.
He'll be a goat, though.
I'm about to say, yeah. The Lord's making Esau fat for a plentiful sacrifice.
Complete sacrifice.
This the altar right here. More precepts.
No precept, but I would say that's Esau's whole purpose. He said he made the wicked for the day of judgment, and so this is Esau fulfilling his portion of the Lord's will.
Well said.
Proverbs 28 and 10.
Yeah, we ain't with that. More precepts. Go ahead.
This is Psalms chapter 10, verse 15. It says, break thou the arm of the wicked and the evil man. Seek out his wickedness till thou find none. And that was David praying to the Lord to destroy the wicked. And guess what? We can pray that same prayer. And guess what? The Lord is going to destroy the wicked. He's going to break the arm of the wicked, take away their power and everything. And seek out the wickedness till there's none found in the earth anymore.
This is Proverbs chapter 28, verse 10. It says, whoso causeth the righteous to go astray is in an evil way, he shall fall himself into his own pit.
Basically, yeah, man. He that causes the righteous to go astray in his own ways. Say that again.
It says, whoso causeth the righteous to go astray in an evil way, he shall fall himself into his own pit.
And it's the whole reason behind us being in the position that we're in right now. It's because we went astray. And the Lord knew we were going to go astray. But who he used the physical counterpart of the spiritual demon Satan, Esau. You know, that's what he used. So ultimately, there's a punishment and judgment for that. And to eradicate them off the earth, because once we learn our lesson and we enter into the new covenant, there's not going to be any need for him anymore. You know, he ain't going to have no need on the earth. He'll be miserable on the earth, but he had to stay on the earth being unrighteous, because he's never going to learn righteousness. So that's the Lord showing him some kind of mercy. You know?
I ain't gonna lie, the thought of the Lord showing Esau mercy, that kind of bothered me. Like, nah,
I mean, it's
Edom, I almost said the C word. This Edomite ain't show us no mercy. So like,
Right.
oh, y'all get him up out of here. Go on, Go help him finish what
I mean,
was
it's not
doing.
going to be pleasant.
Yeah.
At all.
Yeah, eradication is well suited for Esau.
Probably for Esau, they probably like this. Oh, please kill him.
Nah,
Esau some shit like
the
that. I
Lord,
don't
the
know.
Lord's not going to allow him to feel like that.
Go on,
The Lord's going to keep that pride in him.
Yeah. I'll never that.
Can you imagine them whole 1,000 years? They're going to be in disbelief.
Yeah.
I have stock markets.
I wish you
They
would
were trying to
think.
build their house.
Hey, we were thinking I don't know.
It's gonna be hilarious, man. Like within today's time, you can see the most down and out of Edomite, and they'll have them pride up here, man. Hey, shit, they can have one leg with 2 toes on it, man, and half an arm. Oh man, hey, boy, who you think you're talking to? Blah 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 blah. The pride, man. But imagine them within not the kingdom, but you know, when we take hold of the kingdom, have upright of the kingdom, man, and they just out here just. Look at them, just living it up. Like, man, hey, they go hate it, man. You know, by us just living, you know, without them having any type of form of say so about it.
It's type of control.
Yeah,
Then
no
the thing
control.
about it,
We're
Lord,
gonna control
listen,
the shit out of them.
if the Lord let me, I'll destroy all hope. Bitch better not build a sandcastle in my kingdom.
Hey,
Because
man,
that
like,
pressure-
You better not build no tree house. Boy, you trying to build a kingdom, tear it down.
Sending the strong wind.
I don't have no type of understanding for any luxury leisure time. Or none of that. Alright, well, that concludes the lesson. Lord willing, the lesson was edifying and served its purpose for the hopeful elect, the ones that truly believe in the name of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. And right now we're going to give all glory and praise to the Father, His only begotten Son, and the Holy Spirit of truth, and the proper true name in the Hebrew tongue. We're going to say, Ka, Halayim, La, Yahweh, Bashem, Yahushai, Bashem, Ha, Rakah, Kodash, Ma'amah. Double honors to the elder apostle, the great millstone, and our elder Heroin as well. Salutations to the Arkham that are pushing the truth, the sincerity, and truth, and peace and blessings to the men, women, and children that believe in the name of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. Shalom.
Shalom.
Pushing.